welcome to part 2.
This is part 2, guys!
Of our top books of 2012.
Yes.
We have so many books, but you know
Way too
what?
many books.
I regret nothing.
Okay, so this is kind of endings of series, but also kind of sequels, I
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
That is,
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Endlessly by Kirsten White.
Blend.
I love Lens. I love Lens so much, and freaking heavy.
Do you remember when you were reading this book, you got to a point you thought like a certain thing was going to be like the plot point of the entire book, and then that was wrapped up really quickly, and then something else happened.
Yes.
And then that was wrapped up, and then something else happened.
There's a lot that happened.
Like there
in
were
this
so many
book.
different like directions.
It's pretty big, actually,
Yeah.
this book, which I was happy about because it's a lot longer than the others, and I would like that
Yeah.
in the end of the series. I want everything to be tied up nicely.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
good.
it's just like so fun. And
So funny.
Balthazar. Okay. The Evernight series, we're both completely obsessed with.
Oh,
You still haven't read this.
no.
I don't know how that happened, I think.
I think it was because that was when you told me I couldn't have any more books.
Oh yeah, because Megan was like, hey, can I casually borrow like 30 books from you? And I was like, no.
Yeah, let me just casually take your entire bookshelf to my house.
And yeah. Balthazar is like the best character ever.
I love
So an entire book just about him. Well, and Sky. That was cool to see her. If you've read the Evernight series, you know who she is.
Yes.
She's really cool.
It
I think I
sure
actually
does.
might possibly like this a little bit more than all the Evernight books, but it's also kind of like you can't compare them
Yeah.
because they're all
it's
so good.
It's its own thing, too. If you
Yeah.
haven't read the Evernight series yet and you want to just read Balthazar, that's cool, too. But
Yeah, you can do that, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
next, Black Heart by Holly Black. Castle. I love him. I made my mom read it. She loves the series. It's an amazing series. It's something unique about magic and the mob.
We're going to do starts of series next.
This is Mask of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. This series is based off of a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. There's this disease and you can't go outside without these masks on, or you could get sick and die, and it's
And
yeah.
2 hot guys.
Two,
Not one,
kind of
two.
And we were on opposite sides of this love triangle, which is weird. We usually agree on things.
Just both guys are
I love
great.
them both, but I'm pretty sure I want to say I
I'm
was
Team
team
Elliot.
I want to say I was Team Will.
Yeah, you are. The next book is Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. Megan hasn't read this, but I just want to. We went to a bookstore. Actually, when we went to a bookstore for Lauren DeStefano signing, they had signed stock from the Breathless Reads tour, I believe, had just been there.
Yeah.
And so we both actually got copies of these.
And
because
Legend.
look at her signature.
Is that the one on the...
Can you... It is
Yeah, it's
so
pretty.
little and perfect, and it is the best handwriting I've ever seen in my entire life. And
So Jessica Spotswood,
so I was like buying it, that's
handwriting.
it. So that's a really weird reason to buy a book. This book is so good. Witches, 3 sisters who are witches. By the way, can I just point out, I have 2 sisters. Also Charmed, that television show. Yes. Witches, like, how am I not a witch? I have 2 sisters.
Obviously.
We're all witches, obviously. There is no other explanation.
You have 2 cats, one of which is black and likes to stand at the top of the stairs and scare people.
I am a witch, definitely. It wasn't like historical fiction, it was like an alternate history. So it was like, it takes place a long time ago, but things are different than what they actually were like, kind of. It was like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain.
Universe thing.
But alternate universe in, I believe, the 1800s. It's weird, and it's like if the witches took over, so they were like in charge of the world, basically. But then they were taken down. I don't know.
Overthrown? Is that
Yes,
the word?
that is the word. Yeah, there we go.
Mental connection.
Words.
We're twins.
I can't. But yeah, so then they were not in power anymore, and so basically all women were expected to be evil and practicing witchcraft.
It's like Salem witch trials.
Yeah, basically. It was a really interesting take on witches, and I absolutely loved it. Oh, it's just perfect.
I'm going to read that soon.
Yeah.
What's Left of Me?
The Awkward Arc.
This is going to be hard to explain. get ready for this. So everyone was born with like two people inside of them, and they kind of switch on and off. It's like two different personalities, kind of.
Yeah.
And once you reach a certain age, the one of people is supposed to go away, and then you're only one person. Except, occasionally, that doesn't happen.
Oops.
And those people are hybrids. So, whoops, somebody screwed up somewhere.
Oh my gosh, it's unnatural.
Yeah. So, Eva and Addie are... Eva is supposed to be gone, basically, and she is not. And no one knows that she's there. And shenanigans.
The next start to a series is The Diviners by Liva Bray. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I freaking love this book.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't read it yet.
I love Liva Bray, first of all.
It's
just as a writer, she's amazing. As a person, she is just like one of the funniest,
She's
most
the best.
interesting people in the entire world. I say this like we're friends. I just stalk her on the internet. It's not a big deal. Don't mind.
Don't be alarmed.
Okay. And then this book, 1920s ghosts. Like supernatural creepiness.
So flappers and speakeasies.
Yeah.
Plus ghosts. Not that I've read it or anything yet.
She didn't read it yet. But anyway, I'm obsessed with everything like 1920s related. And so you put freaking supernatural in there. I was like, yes, this is the book
Also,
for me.
Wait, we gotta.
Oh yeah,
gotta
we have to show you
how pretty this is. Just wait for it. Look. It's like a sun, basically.
Yeah.
It's so pretty, and it's golden.
Megan actually, you won an arc.
Yeah.
I took it immediately before she even like got to look at it. I'm so obsessed. It is so I just perfection right here, perfection. And Liva Bray needs to win all of the awards for this. Seriously.
Yes.
It is a masterpiece. Yes.
Next, we have Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. And it's another signed one.
But yeah, this is my
It's
house, so
another
these are all my
signed
books.
one.
I own all of these
Yes.
books. I have a problem.
This book is very different from other things.
It's weird.
So basically, Aria, is that her name? Aria?
Yes.
Yeah. So Aria is in these little pod things where people are just
Yes.
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
little pod things, and she gets like kicked out, and she's
Yeah.
just out in the middle of nowhere where there's like these freak lightning storms
Yeah.
that are
Either
either
I don't
know how to
we
say
don't know
it.
how to
We don't know how to pronounce
pronounce
half the things in
stuff.
these books, so forgive us for that. But there's these freak lightning storms that are scary. Like,
Yes.
I would not want to be out there.
Yeah, and then super hot guy.
Yes. Enter Perry.
Perry.
We love him.
Yes.
He actually lives
And
outside these
Roar.
pods, and he hates the people that live in the pods, so that makes for an interesting start to their relationship.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and they go on a little adventure, and there's Roar.
Roar is just my
I love him.
favorite,
He's like that
basically.
side character that steals the book
Yeah.
for you. Like, and it's not even like it's told from his point of view. So
Yeah,
at any
he's just
point,
kind of
he
there,
just kind of
and he's
is
awesome.
a sidekick, and he totally steals the show.
New category. The last category, actually. We only have 5 more books, only. But then
Only.
we're done. Yes. So the last category is standalones. Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. Sexy times happen in this
Yes.
book, like you can't tell from the cover. Also, hold on, let's just...
It's messed
we
up
need to talk about
characters,
this.
right?
Oh yeah, I have a lot to say.
I haven't seen that.
I showed this to you like right before we started filming this. I
Oh.
showed this to you and you just completely ignored me. That's cool. I mean, it's kind of...
It's
That,
like a
I've
giant-
never seen this before, so
Yeah.
that's interesting. So that's nice. Anyway, but listen, I went into this book thinking it was just like a really great romance. Everyone who read it was like 5 stars. Just it is perfect
Amazingness.
and amazing. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I read it. It is so emotional. Noah and Echo are both so freaking messed up, and they have so many issues with their like families and everything. So they find each other, and they're just like helping each other get through just life because it's so freaking hard.
'Cause
And
life
there's so
sucks.
many beautiful like kissing scenes and sexy times. And I freaking cried when I read this book, which I was not expecting. And yeah, so it's definitely just as good as everyone says.
I'll just take that one so I can steal it now
Yes.
instead of later.
Yeah,
Yes.
do that.
The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. Which is the longest
said it
title of a
right.
book I have ever said, and I thought I was going to screw that up, but I said
You
it
know-
right the first time.
I think I shortened it to Stat Prob. This is a romantic
so cute.
comedy
Yes.
in book form, and which is something you don't really get that often.
Oliver!
Oliver!
Oliver, okay?
He's British.
He's British. Imagine this, right? You're sitting in an airport. You're on your way to your father's wedding. He's getting remarried, which you're not happy about. So you don't want to go. You're flying to England. And this really cute guy offers to, like, pull your suitcase around for you. And he's British.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they meet.
Yes. Every Day by David Levithan.
Something else I have to read.
Yeah, Megan
I have
hasn't
to do
read
it.
yet. I read this recently, and it is so freaking weird. A is a person, and every day A wakes up in a different body, which is weird.
Yes.
But that it's been happening A's whole life, and so some days A is a girl in New York, and then other days he's a boy in California. It's just very strange.
Randomness.
Yes, but A doesn't have a gender. Because A is just kind of like a spirit thing floating around. So that's weird and kind of strange to wrap your brain around, but also awesome and like a symbol for society, how we interpret genders and everything. It is beautiful and heartbreaking and unique and emotional, and oh my god, I just can't with my feelings.
A Midsummer's Nightmare by, Cody Keplinger. How did I forget that?
That's judging you.
This is another contemporary about a very messed up character, which is the best kind.
Teen angst.
Yes, teen angst, which we are
Well,
full of.
they compare her to Holden Caulfield, I believe, in the summary on the jacket flap. So
I will check that, but yeah. They compare Whitley to Holden Caulfield, so Whitley has this problem where
slight issue.
yeah, she has a small problem where she likes to party a lot, and then so she hooks up with this guy, and then just kind of runs off and is like, whatever. No, I'm not dealing with you. Bye. So she leaves, and then goes with her father, and she has to spend the summer with him, and she's supposed to meet his new family. And then, oh, how awkward is this? Your new soon-to-be stepbrother is the guy you hooked up with.
That awkward moment.
That awkward moment when you now not only have to talk to him and deal with whatever happens, you have to be kind of related to him.
I guess I read it right before you did, and I texted you. I was like, that awkward moment when the guy you had a one-night stand with turns out to be your future stepbrother. And you were like, what the hell are you reading?
I was like, what are you reading / what just happened to you?
Yeah.
I love Cody Keplinger's
She's
books.
perfect.
I love her books. Seriously,
So
The
cool.
Duff and Shutout are just perfection. And there's some characters that appear in this book that were also in The Duff, which is great.
The
And
last book. We've saved the best for
last.
last. Not really intentionally, but it is perfect. This is easily the best book of 2012, and it's not even going to be a surprise. The Fault in Our Stars.
That's not a surprise.
Time magazine said it's the #1 book of the year.
In general.
Like, ever.
Not just, like,
including
YA.
adult books, which is awesome because no one likes young adult books because they're like, oh, well, teenagers are stupid. But no, they said it's the best thing in the entire world.
It is.
Not that we needed the official title to know that.
So thanks for confirming what we already knew. I've seen people on the internet be, like, afraid to read this book because everyone says they cry.
They're like, oh, well, I don't want to read a sad book. No, your argument is invalid.
Yes, it is sad. Yes, you cry really hard and are emotionally damaged after you read this book, but you get so much out of it.
And at this point, you can't be the person who hasn't read The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Like, yes, are you kidding?
Or
like,
girl.
You have to know why everyone is freaking out about it. So, you have to read it.
You have to do it.
Because if someone in the book community finds out that you haven't read it, just
they might kill you.
Judgment. Instant judgment.
They might kill you.
Yeah. Those are all of our top books. It's 2012. Hold on, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21.
Top 21 of 2012. Hey.
Yes.
That could have been a worse number because 21
there could have been more
is like 12 except
backwards.
Switched.
So you see what we did there? We totally planned that.
12, 21, 12, the day the world was supposed to end, but lol, it didn't.
It didn't.
So yeah, we did that on purpose.
We totally planned that.
So yeah, let us know what you think of our excessive list of books.
How we convinced you to read anything.
Yeah.
Tell us how our book selling skills are. Yeah.
And yeah, so DFTBA.
Yes.
Don't forget to be awesome, because some of you might not know what that means.
Yes. And let us know if we should keep doing these whenever we're like together, or if you think
vlogging
we should never be on camera again. Let us know what you think.
Cameras are cool. Bye.
Bye.
Crap, where's the record button?